This tutorial will introduce you to user interfaces in plant simulation. First, you need to start plant simulation and create a new model. This introduces a new model frame, allowing you to create simulation models within this frame. The frame can be oriented in various ways. To rotate the frame around its axis, press and hold the mouse wheel while adjusting to the desired position. If you keep the mouse wheel pressed for a longer period without movement, a red dot will appear around which you can rotate the scene. Otherwise, you will rotate around the axis of the entire model. To pan the scene, press the right mouse button until it is aligned. To zoom in or out, rotate the mouse wheel forward or backward. You can also hold down the Control key while zooming for slower zooming, or hold down the Shift key for faster zooming. Plant simulation offers a wide range of functionalities organized into ribbons located above. To access individual ribbons, hover the mouse over the ribbon and click the left mouse button once. Every object provides the Home, Debugger, Window, and Cloud ribbons. The remaining ribbons are context ribbons, which adjust depending on the object you open. Plant simulation adds these ribbon tabs when you open the window of the respective object. For example, double-click on Method under Information Flow in the toolbox to open the method. As you can observe, the context ribbons have been tailored to the method object. To facilitate working with multiple windows simultaneously, you can split them. To do this, click on Tile vertically on the window ribbon or select the symbol in the top left corner of the window. In the Home ribbon, you can manage the animation of your objects and models. To start the simulation in real time, click on the green arrow. To reset the simulation, click on the red double arrow. To run the simulation at full speed, click on the green double arrow. For reviewing only the results of a model, you can utilize the fast-forward simulation, which operates at maximum speed without any animation. The debugger ribbon can be used to investigate SimTalk methods during the simulation, for example to find errors. In the window ribbon you can manage the visibility of UI elements. Here, for example, we can show or hide the class library, which shows the built-in objects in a hierarchical view grouped in folders and subfolders. In the class library, all objects are organized into topics and groups. Here, you can find the model frame that we are currently using. This is the standard model frame displayed in the class library by Plant Simulation. The model frame inherently includes an event controller, allowing you to manage the procedure of your simulation. Additionally, you have the option to drag and drop objects directly from the class library into the frame. An efficient method for inserting objects into your model is by utilizing the toolbox. You can also hide and display it as needed. The toolbox provides quick access to the objects in the class library, facilitating faster and more efficient model building. However, there is no difference whether you insert objects from the class library or from the toolbox. The toolbox acts as a shortcut for accessing objects. You can move objects by clicking on them and dragging them with the right mouse button. In the Edit ribbon under the 3D context ribbons, you will find two commands named Snap to Grid and Snap to Objects, which are activated by default. The Snap to Grid command aligns objects you insert to the intersections of the grid lines. The Snap to Objects command aligns objects you insert in your simulation model to previously inserted and positioned objects. For instance, if you wish to position an object anywhere in the model without adhering to the grid, you can disable Snap to Grid. To move an object, you can also use the keyboard. First select the object you want to move. With the arrow keys, you can move your object forward, backward, to the right, and to the left. Each press of the arrow keys shifts the object by 10 centimeters. When holding down the Control key, your objects move up and down by pressing the up and down arrow keys. Holding down the Control key and pressing the left and right arrow keys will rotate your object around its axis by 1 degree. While holding down the Shift key as well, your objects will move 1 meter or rotate by about 90 degrees, depending on whether you want to move or rotate. To open the context menu of an object, move the mouse cursor to the location in the frame where your object is and click the right mouse button once. Here, you can choose to open the Edit 3D Properties dialog or simply select the object and press the space bar. In this dialog, you can edit the graphical properties of your object. You can adjust the values by entering them with your keyboard or by using your mouse wheel. As you turn the mouse wheel, the values change within a range of 10 centimeters. If you hold down the Control key while turning the mouse wheel, the values change in the centimeter range. Similarly, pressing the Shift key and turning the mouse wheel changes the values in the meter range. To open the dialog of an object, double-click with the left mouse button on the object. In this dialog, you will see the simulation properties of the object. By clicking on the icon located in the bottom left corner, you can switch between the Object dialog and the Edit 3D Properties dialog. If you are developing a complex model with numerous assemblies and components and need to locate a specific object or determine all its occurrences in the model, you can use the following approach. Click on Find Object in the frame ribbon or simply press the F3 key. You can specify what you want to search for. Select Name and search for Station. Then all instances where the object is located will be displayed. If you right-click on the found object, you can choose to show it, upon which Plant Simulation selects and zooms in on the object. You can also display objects within your model using the Structure dialog. To do this, right-click in your model and select Show Structure. Here, you can view all objects and parts present in the model. By right-clicking on an object and selecting Show, Plant Simulation will select and zoom in on the object. It's crucial to name your objects accurately to easily locate them in large models later on. Rename the station to Test Station by right-clicking, then selecting Rename, or simply by pressing the F2 key. You can also utilize Incremental Find Object. This feature finds the object whose name you start typing in the opened frame. Click on Incremental Find Object in the frame ribbon or simply press the Control key along with the I key. At the bottom left of the window, you can begin typing the name of the object you are searching for. For example, it will directly find our test station after typing the letter T, as it is the only object in our frame that starts with the letter T. If you wish to see which other objects start with the same letter, you can use the Tab key to navigate to other objects. Press the Escape key to close the incremental find. Sometimes, you may wish to have the same view of your model as in the previous scene, eliminating the need for manual realignment. You can achieve this by using the Previous Scene command in the context menu or by pressing the backspace key as a shortcut to revert to the old view. The Previous Scene context menu command returns to the level in the hierarchy of objects or the camera mark that was active before the current level. When you need general help, you can open the Help menu. Click on the question mark in the upper right corner of the window. This opens the online help, where you can find information on various topics. If you require contextual help on the object you are using, the following approach provides an efficient way to find your solution. Each object dialog includes a Help tab. You can click on this tab and then select Help on Object. It opens a new Help menu window where you can access assistance specific to your object without the need for manual searching. When you're working within a dialog of an object, such as the station dialog, and you require assistance with a field you're editing, you can utilize the question mark located in the top right corner of the dialog window. Click on the field where you need help, and a small text field will appear, providing a brief description of the field. That was a short introduction to user interfaces in plant simulation.